What's up, everybody? Paramoto back at you with another video. How are you guys doing today? Today I am doing just fantastic. Yesterday was my birthday. It was my birthday. I got a little bit tipsy last night. What did I get? Like, I drank like one day and then like I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, I don't really want to drink anymore. Like, I'm good. You know, like I might drink like in a couple of weeks, but it's like, it's not like a thing like how it used to be. Like in my early 20s, it was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's drink every day, fuck it, YOLO. But now it's just like, it's fun. It's a good stress reliever if you use it like wisely and you don't use it as a crutch. It's a great stress reliever to have, you know, a few beers. And by a few beers I mean like 10 or so. I'm just kidding, I didn't drink 10 beers last night. It was more like 9. It's so weird getting used to different bikes. That's one thing that I didn't really think about getting a second motorcycle, is that like it's drastically different going from one bike to the next. Like going from a Panigale to like a supermoto, it's like going from a fucking rocket ship to a tractor. Why is there always some douche in a hybrid slowing everybody down? Whatever, I'll just stay behind you. I'm in no hurry. So typically Thursdays are a vlog day for me, but today I wanted to have a little bit of story time as well. So as you guys know, I recently just bought the WR250X. And I had probably one of the worst days I think I've ever had in a long time on the day that I went to go get a plate for that motorcycle. So guys, like I was saying, I wanted to have a little bit of a story time today with the vlog. I gotta run a couple errands real quick. But anyway, so the other day when I went to go get a plate for the WR250X, ended up being one of the worst days I think I've had in a really long time. And I want to tell you guys about it because, you know, Log Thursday, Debbie Downer Thursday is all the same thing, right? So I'm going to get a plate for my WR250X, and it's like, anytime that like I have to go to the DMV, I schedule that to be like the only thing to do for that day, because the DMV is just such a pain in the ass that it's just, it's not worth it to try to do more than one thing at a time. I start off going to the DMV. I got $100 in my pocket, and I'm gonna pay off most of the fees for this thing in cash and then use my card. And the $100 that I had in my pocket was the $100 that I saved from was part of the money that I saved from haggling with the WR250X. So I had a little bit of cash left over. I typically don't ever have cash on me. And I set off to the DMV. So in my mind, I'm like, hey, I'm going to try to go to one of the smaller DMVs. So hopefully there'll be less of a line and I'll get it done sooner. And then I don't have to drive all the way to downtown Raleigh, which isn't really close to me. Which is why you don't really see downtown Raleigh in my vlogs that much. So I headed off to go to the Spring Forest DMV, which is like a small satellite office. You know, I got there 12 minutes. 12 minutes after they opened. You would think, man, no line. You'd get like no line at all. No, the line was out the door wrapping around the fucking building, and they had just opened 12 minutes earlier. I swear to God, dude, when you, like, the DMVs here people like camp out of the fucking DMVs like a new video game was gonna be released the next day at the DMV or some shit. It's fucking wild, dude. So the line is out the door, and I'm already kind of like halfway to the downtown DMV, which is a lot bigger, and typically you can get your stuff done really fast. I started heading off to the fucking downtown DMV. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just go down there. This fucking DMV is gonna take forever because the line is already wrapped around the building. I'll just go downtown. I'm like 15 minutes away from it. Fuck it, let's just head it. Let's do it. Let's get this shit done. So the $100 that I had in my pocket between the Spring Forest DMV and the downtown DMV, which was 15 minutes away, disappeared. I was taking shit in and out of my fucking pockets and stuff, and I must have just fucking pulled it out and dropped it somewhere. So we went to the first DMV. There was line out the door wrapping around the damn building, and I lost $100. Okay, you would be like, you know, how much worse could this day get at this point? Like, I'm just driving around in a car trying to get fucking DMV shit done. I lost $100, and the line to the DMV, the first DMV, is wrapping around the damn building. You know, fuck it. It can't really get too much worse from here. I'm probably in the clear for this day getting any worse. This day was just starting to suck. So, I head downtown. Right next to the downtown DMV is a branch of my bank, State Employees Credit Union. So I'm like, you know what? I'll head over to the State Employees Credit Union. I'll get the $100 that I lost out the bank. Not a big deal. This kid likes the bike. So, not a big deal. You know, they're right next to each other. Fuck it. It's not that big of a deal. It's $100. I basically saved it on the bike purchase, so it's like I didn't even have this $100 factored in as being my $100 anymore anyway. So it's like, not a big deal, right? So I go to my bank, the downtown State Employees Credit Union. I go to my bank, pull up, I drive to a spot that's like way in the back of the parking lot, and like nobody's ever parked there, and it's dirty and dingy. I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take the worst parking spot because I'm gonna leave my car here while I run it over to the DMV because it's right next door to each other, and there's no point in moving my car because the downtown DMV is gonna take like 15 fucking minutes, and I don't think anybody with common sense would move their fucking car. So I run into the fucking bank, I get $100 out, and I head on over to the DMV. I got all of my shit done in probably 10 to 15 minutes. It was so fucking fast. I got into the DMV. It took 5 minutes to get called up to the line. You like take a number like in Beetlejuice and you go sit down. And like literally it took 5 minutes to get called up to the DMV. I had all my shit, all my ducks in a row. I knew what I needed to do, how I needed to present my stuff to them, and basically how much money it was. I paid the lady. She gives me a plate. The lady's super nice. Great DMV experience. Loved it. You guys are awesome. Fucking downtown Raleigh DMV. In the 15 minutes I was gone, my bank had called a tow truck, and literally fucking my car was up on the fucking back of a tow truck. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, so in 15 minutes, my bank had already called a tow truck, and my fucking car is up on the back of a fucking tow truck. And I'm walking back going like, dude, this is my fucking bank. Why are you fucking towing me? Like, I basically pay rent at this bitch, you know? What the fuck? And I was like, I told the guy, I'm like, hey dude, I was like, literally, I just used this bank, and I ran to go get an errand real quick next door. And he's like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're at the DMV, so we're towing your car. I was fucking pissed. I was fuming. And like, a lot of people don't know that you can pay a tow truck a drop fee. A drop fee, that means he just leaves your car where it was and you have to pay them a certain amount. It was like $75 to get him to fucking drop my car. So I ran back into the bank and got $75 fucking dollars out so he'll fucking not tow my car, which it probably would have been like 160, 200 bucks to go to the yard, and I would have been stranded in the middle of fucking Knife and Gun Club downtown Raleigh, you know, which I had my gun on me anyway, but you know. So that's how my day went. I went to the DMV, the line was out the damn door, lost $100, my car almost got towed, cost me $75 for the tow truck driver who was a total dick to drop my fucking car, you know. And it's like, dude, fuck this guy. So I ended up fucking, I called up my bank and I talked to a bunch of the managers and shit, and I'm like, so let me ask you this, guys, real quick. If a little old lady came, used your ATM, right, came and used your ATM and walked across the street to go get Bojangles, you guys would fucking call a tow truck in the 5 minutes that it takes? And like the bank manager was like, yeah, we would. So I'm like, okay, so as soon as I pay off this bike that I'm riding right now, as soon as I pay off this bike, I am pulling all of my funds out of your bank and I'm going anywhere else, because I'm not going to give you guys another single fucking cent of business, you know. And I'm back at SCCU now because I still have my money here, but I think within the year I'm going to be paying off this bike and I'm getting the fuck out of this bank. The level of just absolute pettiness is just off the charts. Like, a member can't park in your parking lot for like 15 minutes to go run an errand right next door. That's bullshit. So that's how my day went. Thank you for joining me on Vlog Thursday. I appreciate you guys letting me fucking bitch at you a little bit, as I had one of the worst days I've had in a long time. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.